How we going, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. I've just got home from work. Let's have a chat. Well, we've been talking about it. We've been speculating about it. We've debated about it. But whether you like it or not, it's happened. And it's happened with or without you. So, here we go. Nevermore, the new lineup, played their first show. A sold-out show in Istanbul last night. Looked like a pretty big crowd as well. Now, I've only gone through footage of video footage of the gig. There's some good stuff out there as well, folks. 4K. It's kind of making, I mean, let's not go too far, but I think a proper camera crew, I was going to say the age of the video concert is coming to a close. But what it is done, it's pulled the rug out because people don't buy those DVDs anymore. What was videos, now DVDs, so on and so forth, Blu-rays. Because, it's all on YouTube next day. They're saying, what's the point of hiring a film crew? Anyway, this is a rant, isn't it? Sorry, folks. So, I've been watching videos throughout the day. I've pretty much pieced together the whole set. It's an impressive set, it's got to be said. 19 songs. Pretty well mixed. I mean, you've got, what is it, 6 songs off of Dead Heart and a Dead World, and 5 songs off This Godless Endeavour. So I'm guessing, that is pretty much considered the two. If I was going to recommend an album to a newcomer to Nevermore, I would probably say Dead Heart and a Dead World is the best one to start with, but Godless Endeavour is the better album. But, excuse me, the Godless Endeavour is probably not the best to start with, if that makes sense. But yeah, the only one album from Dreaming Neon Black. They opened with Beyond Within, and that was the only track from that album. I'm just guessing, that they're going to save that album. And eventually they'll probably play the album in full. They could do that for at least 3 albums. They could easily do Dreaming Neon Black, Dead Heart and a Dead World, and This Godless Endeavour in full. And for Nevermore, like hardcore Nevermore fans, Dreaming Neon Black tends to be the favourite. But again, it's quite funny with Nevermore. The better the album, the worse it is to start someone with. It's a bit of an odd one, but you got to be fully fledged for Dreaming Neon Black. But my favourite song, Believe in Nothing, was played, and it was played very well. I mean, what can we say? I mean, at this point, you can look. Some people just aren't going to accept this lineup, and that's fair enough. Like if you don't think you're going to enjoy it and you want to bail out, then fair enough. That debate we can have, and that debate's already been had. And if you've already made your mind up, you've already made your mind up. I'm just reporting on what's happened, and this is a music channel. What am I going to do? And I'm just curious. I wanted to see if it could be pulled off, and I think roundabout, I think Bazan. I mean, let's face it, Jack Kotoy, I can't pronounce his surname, and I certainly can't pronounce the bass player's surname. Samir, I think I'm going to call him. They did a fine job, but let's face it, all eyes were on Bazan. And like I say, in that little documentary thing they put out, he came across very likeable, and he knew what he had taken on. He knew the pressure was on him. He wasn't taking the role lightly. So, and I think he was passionate about what the task at hand. And and since then, all the videos have come out of his various audition videos, his cover videos, and he's been hitting it out of the park. The band looked very relaxed from the footage I saw. They seemed very tight, and Bazan. Look, at the end of the day, he's already impressed the most important audience, and that's Jeff and Van, right? And Yeah, he was hitting. You know, the only negative comments I've seen are people saying, "No Worrell, no Nevermore." Can't believe not doing this. Like, so you're right, your minds are already made up. I didn't see anyone going, I was really looking forward to this and it was shit. I was really disappointed. Like, I didn't hear, I've not seen a single negative comment from someone who wasn't already made up to begin with. The crowd were eating it up. The crowd was singing along to every guitar melody, every chorus, every hook. You know, the crowd. It was a sold out crowd, and the crowd were eating it up. You know, all I can say is the band of guys. The hard bit's done. You know, it's all. It seems like it's going to be all sailing from here. It seems like this new lineup's been accepted, and it's, you know, the first difficult gig has been done, and it's been a massive success. There is the only it's Berzan sounds a little too like Warrell Dane, but then I've seen a reply to that saying, well, if you listen to his other work, you kind of hear Warrell Dane influences anyway. So I guess over time, I mean, the guy's obviously on YouTube a lot doing covers, so he's getting certain nuances, certain accents, and little bits here and there that, you know, make a song or a vocalist distinctive. So I guess he's doing that right now. Look, if he sounded nothing like Warrell Dane, you complain quick enough, won't you? Over time, I guess he'll grow into the songs and make the songs his own. That'll come with time. And apart from that, look, the real for me, look, has he done the songs justice? Absolutely, yes. Has the band done this? The band sounded fantastic. Jeff Loomis was on good form. You know, everyone, they were shredding away. Van's, there was some where his drums were really clear, and there was some where you could see him, and yeah, he's on fire. I'm glad to see he's back. I'm glad. It's a shame he didn't do more outside of Nevermore. He did the first Ashes of Aries or whatever it is. You know, the project with Matt Barlow from Iced Earth. I think he did the first couple of albums. I know he did the first one. But yeah, it's good to see him back behind the drums. Listen, guys, you know, I've said it before and I've said it again. Alice in Chains have done it. Thin Lizzy have done it. Queen have sold out Wembley Stadium 2 nights running without Freddie Mercury. I'm sorry, guys. All bets are off. It's, you know, Pantera. It's no one's safe at this point. So, and listen, when you hear that crowd singing along, Warrell Dane is more alive now than he ever was, folks. You can't say that this wasn't a tribute to him. You can't say that this is disrespectful. You know, this is how you honour the dead. You don't honour a dead musician by putting the albums on your shelf and just playing them when you want to hear them, and then just, you know, that's not how music works. That's not how Beethoven rolls, you know, Wagner. People put music out there to be played, to be listened to, and to be performed. And, you know, it's all well and good listening to a stereo or playing it. You know, you don't have clubs anymore. This music and these songs were meant to be played live, and you keep his memory alive by playing them. You know, and if you don't think you're going to enjoy it, well, I think you're the one missing out. And that applies to whoever it is, be it Leonard Skinner or Death or whoever. Am I about to get a visitor? No, I don't think so. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think when you watch that crowd, it's like, you know, Warrell's spirit is alive in that moment. So, my final point, though, for me personally, I mean, this is great. They are playing in the UK this year, but they're going to be supporting Judas Priest, and the tickets are just ridiculous. I left it a bit late, and it's literally, for me and my family, it was like 300 quid to sit at the back row. I was just like, this just ain't worth the fucking ag. I'm probably going to wait until they do a headline show. And if they're doing like a 19-song set, it's going to be worth the wait. I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, like I say, pretty much like Milo Silvestro from Fear Factory. You know, I've got tickets to see Fear Factory later in this year. I'm going to take my son, and yeah, watch the videos. The guy's fucking smashing it. What can I say? Like, we're talking about two very talented singers here. So yes, live you are absolutely pulling it off. But the proof in the pudding for me, the real test, and I know it's coming, but it will be, what are we going to do with a new album? It's all well and good playing the songs live. That's why I'm okay with Queen, with their various singers, or Dio Disciples, Death to All. Thin Lizzy. Now, Thin Lizzy did decide to do a new album, but they did the right thing by changing the name. What's Milo Silvestro going to do with a new Fear Factory album? What's Burzan going to do with a new Nevermore album? That's really going to be when we find out whether this has worked or not. And time will tell. Time will tell. Let's be positive. Either way, the name on the album aside, I think you're going to get good albums one way or another. So, that's just some thoughts. Let me know what you think. Have you got tickets to see them? Are you looking forward to it? What do you think? Like I say, I've been covering the story since it was announced, so I had to cover the first show. And I'll continue to cover things as they progress. So, yeah, that's about it for now. I'm going to finish this beer. You're going to have a great Easter weekend. And if this is your first time watching the channel, please, I implore you, please go back and watch my Nevermore retrospective. I've got Dave Martell on the show. Fantastic author of Grim Earth Shall Burn and the Bizarre Archive series. Me and him sat down. We went through the entire Nevermore back catalogue. I'll put that in the description below. Check it out. And yeah, I'll see you all later. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.